Rise and shine.
Good morning.
It's 11 a.m. though.
Morning for me on the weekends and any other day. How's everything outside?
Still noisy, but forces have been deployed to take care of most of them at least.
How so?
Zabastu's corpse president is pleading with anyone to stop the rogue white knights. Neighboring city forces were deployed quickly and have subdued most of the opposition. There have also been reports of white knights just freezing, like they were petrified somehow.
You make it sound like some god decided to finally put everything in place.
Well, I'm just glad no bullets are flying in and out of the whole building. Sure, there's still some bad apples out, and it's not really safe yet, but it was worse last night. There also seems to be a civilian force lynching any white knight they spot. So not only are the white knights a problem, regular folks are on edge too.
I wonder if Faye is okay. Should we be worried about Gil?
That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that whatever it is that he's doing, he's safe. Dare I say, even safer wherever he is than here.
Sure hope so. Are we gonna work today?
Nah, things are too nasty right now. Let's take the Sunday off.
Oh, right.
Say, do you want me to help you get to your apartment?
Actually, yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Okay then, let me lock things up and we'll go. We'll grab something for lunch on the way.
Sounds good.
And here we are.
Home sweet home. Thanks a lot. Hey, boss, you want to hang out for a little bit?
Hmm?
Yeah, grab a beer, chill out for a bit. Mostly to thank you for helping me.
I don't have much to do anyway, so yeah, sure. I did tell you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I?
Oh yeah, you did.
What worries me a bit is that beer always leads to something else.
To more beer?
I was gonna say to one of us going through the Spanish announcers table, but I think we're safe here.
And then?
Excuse me?
Fine.
Molly, you're getting clipped right at the beginning of your lines. Just be careful.
Want one?
Sorry, I don't smoke. Don't mind me though. Smoke if you wanna.
Thanks.
Say, how is the chilly weather treating you?
It gets cold from time to time, but nothing that kotatsu and the heater can't fix. Oh, right, boss. You're not very good with the cold, are you?
You know it.
You didn't bring your jacket here either.
Yeah, I left it at home when going to the bar yesterday. It wasn't that cold and I didn't expect to spend the night at the bar.
Would you like a sweater or something?
Oh, don't mind me.
I insist. I have this hoodie from some time ago and it was too big for me.
Why buy it then?
It was dirt cheap.
Right. Wait, where did you get this one?
You know, some flea market ages ago. Why?
Nothing. It's just like one I had many years ago.
Happened to.
Run that one again.
Happened to it.
Too much use. It just ripped.
I see. You can keep it if you want. I never use it anyway.
We'll see.
Come to think of it, how old are you, boss?
I'm eternally 17.
Fair enough. 17 plus how much?
17 plus, I'd have to cut your tongue if you knew.
Ooh, all right. Let me go change it to something more comfortable.
Take your time. Say, Jill, there's a blue-eyed massive black fur glaring in my general direction.
Oh, that's just 4. He's just wary of any new visitors. Cats will be cats, I guess. He'll warm up quickly, though. Just give him time.
He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on a black cat. They usually have green.
Yeah, weird, huh? At first I thought they were like that because he was small, but they never changed. Do you have any pets, boss?
Back at home, we had a bear.
I see. Wait, what?
Good old Bosco. He kept intruders away better than any dog.
Wait,
This picture here isn't something you see every day.
what? Me taking such a sappy pic?
No, a framed picture on printed paper. It's so vintage. Who are these?
That's, the one on the right is Lenore, my ex-girlfriend. The one on the left is Gabrielle, her sister.
Huh. Is this pic recent or...
Actually, that one's from 3 to 4 years ago.
You look exactly the same.
I'm only 27. What did you expect? That's why they say kids are the ones that get old.
It's recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly. Let alone a printed and framed one. Did you two break up on good terms then? You even hesitated a bit when you calling her your ex.
Say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things. And me storming out of her house, breaking a couple things on the way out. We never broke up formally, and I guess I still have feelings for her. I just went away. Haven't said a word since.
Really? It's hard to picture you doing such a thing. And you look so happy in the pic. Why have her pick out like this then?
Couldn't get my mind off something that Alma said to me. About missing having the warmth of someone else pressed against your side. Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs. Putting your head in their chest, listening to their breathing as they pet your head. Dozing off, knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. I don't know. I felt nostalgic, then miserable.
Just put this away.
I've been meaning to apologize, but I feel it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I'll meet her in the street. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. I'd be a mess.
It's never too late to apologize, Jill.
Maybe.
What's that on the table? Looks like an envy.
It's nothing. Nothing. Wow. Now please, just give that to me.
Nope. All right. I saw nothing. Don't worry.
Anyway, let's grab some beers.
Guide me. Damn, you have lots of beer.
Oh, BTC gives me discounts and a point card I can use every time I buy their alcohol.
Let the record state that there is a beers so far counter on the right with cans left 12 and remaining beer at 100%. Thank God we got that extra beer, guys.
With that, beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get.
Also, a note to those watching in the audience here, you gotta let me know whenever I should crack one of these open with the drink button.
Sit.
Now!
Remaining beer, 80% in this can. I will just click it whenever any of you says anything.
Sure.
Chug.
Wait, no, come on then. Let them read.
Is there any difference between the drinks at the bar and these?
The bar are more addictive, flavorful, and also stronger than the ones they sell in stores. And besides, the ones at the bar is more of a double IPA. This one is more of a Pilsner.
English, please.
Drink!
This one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor.
Don't know. It doesn't taste like a lighter to me. Is this one made with that, what was that name of that base liquid you use at the bar again?
Genic dichometrical lidogenol, or NDL.
It was a supplement or something, right?
It was an experimental fluid they created to replace water when the maiden kiss polluted water supplies.
Drink.
The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production. But the BTC still commissioned it for use in bars.
Open!
This one made with it?
Let's see. Yep, here it is, near the end. NDL and cornstarch.
Cornstarch.
It's a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks. Drink.
I see. And I just realized something. Drink.
What?
Drink.
Nerd, Jill.
Can I get that line one more time?
You're a nerd, Jill.
There it is.
He is charged. Still have that bottle of rum somewhere around. Do you want some of it?
Will you have some too?
Not really, no.
Then leave it like that. I'm not letting you drink beer alone. That's not how drinking with friends works. Drink.
I feel like every time they read the word drink, you should just click it too.
Yes, that's a new rule.
Okay, we could do that.
Or if they say Jill or boss.
Oh, that's
Yes.
2 here then. Oh, do you
my
mean
God.
only in the text of the line?
When they say
Gotcha.
each other's name.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Fucking game. Do you consider me a friend then, boss?
Why wouldn't I?
Dunno. What with being my boss and all, I was never too sure.
Well, in case you have any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. Besides, you and Gil are always so diligent and responsible that I'm boss in name only anyway.
It's good to know.
On a side note, it surprises me you kept that poster of me in the room. And even more that you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less a joke, you know?
Does it make you uncomfortable?
If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. I'm still wondering why you did it, though.
Like an empty spot in the wall. I don't really know. I thought it was funny too. I guess it's like if someone gave you, I don't know, a dildo-shaped trophy or something, and you had it there as a conversation starter. Although, no one comes here anyway, so it's kind of pointless.
And those steamy nights of passion?
Not since a year ago, I think. I'd rather not talk about that. What happened then?
Did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I could dish out some of the pain.
No, nothing of that sort. A different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. Not being able to have sex for reasons mess. Glad to know you have my back, though.
That's what friends are for. Wait, you talk about the poster and compare it to having a dildo-shaped trophy. Did you just call me a dildo face?
Drink.
That's what friends are for.
Hey Jill, where did you get that black 4-ball?
Well, as with any black cat or house cat in general, he's actually a stray. I found him in the alleys near the building. Not long after I moved here, I think.
Ah, I see.
It was quite the sight, though. He was cornered by all these dogs, but they were keeping their distance. He was holding his ground, hissing and scratching as much as he could. There was a fried chicken bucket nearby that had some rainwater in it, so I threw the water over the dogs. They ran, and I figured the cat's mom would be nearby, so I left. Then I noticed people looking in my direction as I walked. Turns out the little shit started following me.
So you brought it home.
At first, I wanted to see if I could find him a new home, but having him welcome me whenever I come back was just too much for my heart, so he ended up staying.
It was destiny, girl.
When he came, he was so cute though. Not like the fat mass that's sleeping on the table.
Hey, you're not a spring chicken yourself, you know.
Ooh.
Shit, I actually did that in front of someone else.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Don't anyway me. Do you normally speak for your cat like that?
Oh, she speaks for it.
Correct.
maybe. I wonder if Gil's alright.
You worried about him?
Sound like I'm some emotionless robot.
Hard to read. I wouldn't worry about Gil so much, though. There are 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him.
And third?
He absolutely hates bell pepper.
He does?
I've seen him even reject food that has been in contact with it.
Man, what a baby. Unless he's allergic for something.
He's not.
Man, what a baby. How did you meet such a guy?
He showed up on in the door of the bar.
He... what?
Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion.
Right. Levitation potion.
It was a slow day and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have money on him. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave the drinks for free. And after a couple, he broke down crying.
He... huh?
I don't know what he did, but he was really, really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever, and I told him if he could wash himself, I'd find him a job. And I'll be damned, he looked totally different the next day.
Damn.
I tried and failed to find out anything about him. So I decided to take him at face value. I'd judge him from what he did as an employee. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I returned the favor in kind, covering his ass from time to time, sometimes literally.
What surprises me is that you took him in so easily.
Drink. I can take care of myself, and I always kept an eye on him. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore someone that desperate so easily.
I see.
You've made the bar more lively yourself, you know.
How so?
Well, with the regulars you've earned, of course. Like that blonde titty hacker. I can't remember her name.
Alma?
I was gonna say Armitage.
Well, she's hot. I'll give her that much. She's also a nice person in general, but damn, she's hot.
Are you alright, Jill?
Yeah? Why?
It's weird to see you say so openly that someone's hot.
Even you can see she has a hot body, boss.
You'll find no objections here.
I mean, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about taking her to a room and...
Jill, you sure you aren't drunk?
I am. I mean, I'm sure I'm not. I mean... but those are thoughts I leave to myself. I don't think I can handle her in a relationship. She has weird standards. That, and she's as straight gets. She's still a lovely person, though. That she became a regular is a blessing.
Any regular is a blessing when you get down to it. There's also that sex worker robot girl.
Oh, Dorothy.
She intrigues me, though. I've seen lots of sex workers over the years, and she seems pretty giddy. It's not that she likes her job, but rather that she takes to it with such childish excitement.
I noticed that too. But then again, Lilum can be weird.
You think?
Lilum operate in some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't really share our fear of mortality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in the collective source. If they lose an arm, they can reattach it or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they might not even feel pain at all. It's not like they haven't attained human-like emotions like fear or love, but they're different. Like a different culture, if you must.
I didn't see it that way.
Aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC 72. It's a social interactions model or something. Lilum get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose, so... I'm guessing she gets a built-in push whenever she's in a meaningful or challenging social interaction.
Interesting. The name Lilum is a bit weird, though.
It is?
You'd expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lilum doesn't convey the image of automatons.
Just a tip. Bots and dolls are considered slurs by them. Bot is akin to calling them retarded, and doll is calling them fake. I don't like that.
Thanks for the advice. That aside, do you know why they're called Lilum?
As far as I know, because they all come from a bigger AI called Lilith. And Lilum are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore.
Ooh, cool. Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julian, and you almost tore me a new one with your glare. See? Like that.
Drink. It's no big secret, but it's one of those things that feels silly when you say it out loud.
Try me.
Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior Julian?
Not all of it, but my little sister's a big fan of the reruns.
Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show.
Look, her little face is red now.
Oh no.
Oh no. I had everything, from the dolls to the costumes to the lunch boxes. It didn't help that it was one of those shows that got strapped literally everywhere.
I saw a couple of episodes once. They were really nice.
It was beyond nice. The show's about a model who can transform into an armor-clad magic knight. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How the show presented Jules hating her job because it invited enemies. And yet, she still found solace in trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't a kid. Julian was an adult that became younger when transformed. I'd say it was a pretty ambitious kids show. Even by today's standards. The fact that her enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty standards of body image. Challenging as fuck.
Whoa, you got excited there.
And that is the problem. Back then, I was obsessed with Jules. I sang the songs, dressed like her. I could even recite full chapters.
Something tells me you still can.
That's beside the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but then I went to middle school. And what a surprise, tweens are jackasses. They went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then. I don't hold it against Jules. I always hold my grudge against those fuck jobs.
Sounds rough.
You know how most girls worry about their thighs at that age? I worried about jerkasses singing the theme tune of the song mocking me. Anyways, anytime somebody calls me Julian or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. Pavlov would be proud of me. I never talk about it because I find the whole thing too silly in retrospect.
It affects you even today. There's nothing wrong with it, though. It's actually kind of reasonable.
I sure hope so.
Drink.
Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss?
When I was a toddler, I was the kind to always fight with kids bigger than me. Then puberty happened, and I became the Merriam-Webster definition of shallow jerkwad. Around the time I turned 16, I realized what an idiot I was and went on to become who I am today. And the less I talk about those years from 12 to 15, the better.
Fair enough. Say, boss, how do you like them men?
2D.
2D.
Yes, I don't mind anything as long as that thing is cute or 2D. How about you?
Back in high school, I liked them funny. In college, I liked them successful. After a while, I just wanted them stable, and now...
And now?
I don't know. I stopped caring about them being funny. My high school boyfriend started conflating cheering me up with mocking me when I'm down. I also stopped caring about them being successful. I realized half the time they had no qualms about cheating with me or on me. And I stopped caring about them being stable. I realized they were the kind of person I was trying not to become.
Become stable?
There's this guy who became so obsessed with holding a stable job that he hated. He started being physically ill. Not only that, the last time I managed to get some, I ended up throwing the guy out. He took incredible offense with how I smoked on the bed after sex.
The bed could catch fire, you know?
Not you too. Kinda envy Alma for that. At least when she dumps a guy, it's for less petty reasons.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. It's just... It all boils down to the fact that I can't get my mind off Lenore lately. She was all of what I just said. She made me laugh. She had a good position and was stable. She was also smart, caring, and why can't I get my mind off this whole thing?
Drink.
It's maddening. Maybe I should go and apologize. Maybe I should. Maybe that will make me rest easier at night. Get my mind off things for a while. I don't even care about going back to her, but... Ugh.
Hey, Jill, have you tried thinking about clothes for 4?
Clothes for...
Listen, I know how you must feel. But you can't let all of that cloud your senses. Next time you feel overwhelmed by those thoughts, try distracting yourself. Like with, say, thinking what kind of clothes you can put on 4.
Yeah. You know, boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people do you have in it?
Keep in mind, you're included in the circle too, so any insults you hurl will apply right back to you. Anyways, I have this friend that I've known for a long time. A red-headed, glasses-wearing gun nut called Iris.
The one you called for the helmet thing?
That one. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly.
She's managing a bar too?
I got the idea from her, actually. It's called N1RV Anna A. And if you thought this city was dangerous, you should see the people she has to deal with there. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with.
And means it's an annex to another business. What else does she do there?
I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building elsewhere and opened N1RV and B in the hotel instead.
Weird decision.
I believe she said she wanted a place away from the noisy rich tourists that go to the hotel. So that bar is her woman cave.
Women cave.
That aside, let's see. Friends. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. Oh, there's also my old partner from when I was with Neo-san Francisco Police Force. Good old Lexi. Should give her a call sometime.
Wait, you were in the what?
I've done lots of things, Jill. I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler, an MMA fighter, chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot.
Corporate what?
I still see my face on some websites from time to time. Anyways, aside from you, Gil, my sis, Iris, and Lexi, I guess there's a lot of people that don't want to see me in harm's way. Mostly because they're the ones that want to hurt me. What about you?
Acquaintances here and there. Back at home in college, I went out a lot. But it felt more like going out was the pleasure rather than the people involved. Aside from you and Gail, my closest friend since moving here is Alma. Oh, and Dorothy. I mean, sure, there's always 4, but that cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. And you know, he's a cat.
Hey, a cat's fine too, you know?
Hey, boss. I to know.
About what?
About your arm.
I'd rather not talk about it.
Come on. I want to know how you got it.
Fine.
Yes?
I had to use a couple of favors to get it. I accepted no less than state-of-the-art tech. That's how I got it.
Technically correct, but come on!
Why do you want to know how I got it?
About you. You're always so cool and awesome, and can you at least tell me if it does something cool?
It does have a couple of utilities installed, yeah? There's an HDD in the forum I use to save assorted data. It has a flashlight and a clock, but many prosthetic arms have those nowadays, kind of like watches.
When you lost it.
To be honest, I was sad, but I was also satisfied. Yeah, I lost my dominant arm, but its sacrifice helped a bigger purpose. If I had to lose another limb to accomplish the same thing again, I'd totally do it. But of course, I just hope it doesn't come to that ever again.
Now you're just teasing me.
You'll hear nothing else from me, young lady.
It's no time.
True. And that'll be Chapter 2, Amarga. We finished almost all 12 beers.